Hello, my name is Robert Pascal, and I'm with the Badger Airbrush Company. And I'd like to introduce you to Elizabeth Anthony. Elizabeth is a fingernail artist, and she's going to teach us how to do fingernails with an airbrush.
Thanks, Robert. I'd like to first show you the airbrushes that we're going to use. This is Badger's 200 SG, and it's a single action gun. What that means is the trigger action itself is one action, and that is to push down to release air. And in order to control your paint, you go back here to the large dial and turn that. The more open it is, the more paint you'll get out of the gun.
Real easy airbrush to use.
Real easy. All you have to do is push and turn. The second airbrush I wanted to show you was the 100 SG, and that is a dual action airbrush. You push down, pull back in order to release your color. Pushing down to release the air, as well as pulling back to release your paint.
Is that the type of brush you use?
Yeah, this is the one that I prefer because it gives me a lot of control. I can push down to blow air to dry the nail, as well as release as much or as little paint as I want by how far I pull back on that trigger.
Good, good.
Okay, the way you hook up the airbrush to your system is the small end of your hose. You connect your airbrush to that. You just twist it on there. It's
just threads right on.
Mm-hmm, just like that. And then you can put it in your handy-dandy little airbrush holder.
You gotta have a holder, otherwise
gotta have a holder. Well, that way you know it's not going anywhere. It'll stay on the table. And then your hose, the other end has a larger fitting, and that goes right onto the compressor. This is the regulator, and this is what you will turn in order to get the amount of pressure that you want for the airbrush, around 20 to 30 pounds, depending on the...
So the gauge will tell you what the pressure is.
It moves, and it'll tell you exactly where you're at. And you can just press and feel the spray to see if it's the way you want it to be. And then obviously this just plugs into the wall, and you have an unlimited source of air. Other goodies you need are some base coats, top coats, your paints, and your cleaner for the airbrush. And then two other little items that are important for nail artists are practice tips. I like to make tips by adhering a jewelry pin to the back of a nail tip and then putting it into a piece of foam core just like this.
You just plug the nail tip or the pin in.
You just pin right into the foam core like this. Then I kind of pull it up, and that gives me the ability to work all the way around and underneath the tip itself.
And this way the tip isn't going to blow around from the air pressure.
That's right. And you can get your designs right before you actually go to a person and spray on their nails. Another method that some people use as well is double-sided tape with a tip adhered to it.
That looks like a real easy way of going about it.
That's easy too. A little less setup time.
Yeah. The tips are readily available.
Right. Easily available at any beauty supplier through a distributor that sells nail supplies.
Okay, fine. So why don't you show us some of your stuff?
That sounds great.